Have worked really hard in my whole life. And when it came a time after years of working in media, I worked in the film industry, I worked at Newsweek, I was Fareed Zakaria's second assistant in 2002, right after 9/11. And in that year, I saw a lot. And it wasn't just 9/11, it wasn't just all of that. It was seeing how the media operated from the inside, and once you can see how that sausage gets made, you can't unsee it. You can't ever look at it the same way when you know that you have people literally deciding between whether or not stories of what's going on in the Middle East, what's actually going on in the world, are put up against whether or not the cover story should be Pamela Anderson's hepatitis diagnosis. That was an actual conversation that took over an hour for them to decide which was more important. What was going on in the Middle East that we were bombing the world, or Pamela Anderson having hepatitis. And that's the moment you knew something's not right. And seeing that there was a list of topics that we were all supposed to talk about, a list of things that were appropriate, these were the things. And no one can tell you who makes the list. No one can tell you any of these things. So years go by and I get back into the world of news, and I find myself with an opportunity from a little online show where we just kind of talked about everything we wanted to and nobody said anything to, okay, can you do that in a half hour? And one of the big things when RT came to us, or RT America came to us, my co-host and I, was we were both very clear. We're never going to say anything we don't believe. You cannot tell us you can't tell us what topics we can and cannot discuss. At least, if you tell us we can't do it on air, you can't stop us from saying it somewhere else. I can tweet about it, I can say about it, I can do whatever I want. That was the agreement. And it's been very clear, literally written into my contract, that I will walk, and that's how it works. I've never had to walk, because I've never been told what to do, I've never been told. And I have that as an opinion host, I have some leeway that way. When I realized how important it was during the last election, when we had third-party debates on the station. And we put in a lot of work. I personally spent like 2 months literally researching every old, presidential debate, going through all of the workings of the women's, of how they used to be done, literally looking through everything to come up with the most fair, being able to make sure that we could go through issues, and being able that each party could really show itself and give, a proper time to people and really express themselves. And after all of that work, I then read a report by my own government that said that I was weakening democracy, that I was ruining the election and all of this, all because for an hour and a half or 2 hours, we had 3 Green Party individuals or 3 libertarians debate each other on the merits of policy. And we talked about every policy that is important, everything that's important to people. We didn't talk about who was the most important, who had the most funding, which banks were backing them, which newspapers. We talked about real policy, and it was heartbreaking to me to then hear my own government try to paint that as some sort of conspiracy theory. The idea that talking about no war, the idea that talking about clean food, the idea of talking about education for all, that these things were considered detrimental in a democracy, broke my heart. And I'm very stubborn. And what changed my mind, any worries I had about being at RT or being in an alternative voice that people have, is that people from across the world, people elsewhere in the United States, were getting in touch with me and saying how great it was that we did that. That in their countries, in some of these countries, they don't have opposition parties at all. You wouldn't see that on television. You wouldn't see it in a newspaper. And to me, that was such a big deal because, sure, Putin's got his own ideas. Their government has their own thing. But I have a microphone every day for 27 minutes, and it's live. So they can't stop me whether I'm going to say something or not. And they know that about me. But I think that's what's important, is not being afraid of where it comes from, because sometimes watching CNN, you might hear something that's really important. Occasionally. Occasionally. Sometimes people with brains get on MSNBC and CNN and say things. And I think those are, when we cut ourselves off, that's when we start to get into a place where you get a Trump in office, where you get what the Democratic Party is right now. You get a lot of the same because people get afraid. And they get afraid of that change. And you're seeing that now. Because we've been so ingrained that you have, these are the people you can trust, these are the people you can't trust. If they're from here, you can't trust them. If they're from here, be suspicious. Men are better than this, women are better at this. This kind of works here, all cops are good, all, whatever. These are the things where, at some point, I think all of us were in a place in this country and as humanity that we can have a conversation about more than one thing. We don't have to all join a group or be part of one little thing in order to be, you don't have to be in the cool kids group. And one thing I really appreciate about what I've seen come out of like the DC Green Party and the people that we've had on the show that I've spoken to is a willingness to work with others. It's a willingness because it's about the actual issues. It's about our environment. It's about education. It's about healthcare. It's about clean water. It's about clean air. It's things that really matter. And to me, I don't care what party you're in. I don't belong to a party. I care about the issues. I care about people. And I feel that, I hope at least, that when it comes to things like RT, that we can learn that it's the voice. It's the voice who's saying it. It's not necessarily because, I don't get rules on the mail. Nobody's calling me from Moscow to be like, this is what you'll say today. In fact, I'm sure a lot of people don't like what I have to say. But I don't care because they keep letting me say it. But there are conservatives. That's the thing. It's not, I think there's a lot of misconceptions. I argue with conservatives. I argue with Democrats. I have very important discussions with people of all different parties about the real issues. And I think that's where it's so important. And we've gotten so caught up because we have this two-party system that you have to pick a side. One side or the other, and if you don't pick the right side, you lose. And to me, our lives aren't a sporting event. Elections shouldn't be a sporting event. This decides whether kids will get a decent school, whether your neighborhood has clean water, whether you can walk down the street safely and not worry about being killed by a cop. These shouldn't be things that we worry about party affiliation. Truth is truth, and that's a big part of what I think being an alternative media means, is that I will talk to anybody and I will debate anybody. And the more voices, the better, especially when it comes to elections. And on a local, while I'm on an international stage, it means just so much more even here, like in DC, on a state and local level. Having come from a very small town, I can tell you it only gets more corrupt the smaller it gets, because it's easier and more insulated. And DC is a really good example of what happens when you kind of let people believe that they don't deserve something. You don't deserve representation. Like, I live right down the street. The idea that I don't deserve representation because I happen to live in one little area that's around the White House and Congress, a bunch of people who don't live here, who aren't from here, who are telling us all what we should do with our lives and where our money should go. That's like the pinnacle of undemocratic. And it's hard for me to look at people up on Capitol Hill and think, you get to judge me because of where I say something, on what channel my content gets put on, which is what it is. I create content. A company here in the United States pays me for that content, and they sell it to RT, and it's like syndication. That is the extent of my daily anything. I'm not surrounded by a bunch of Russians. I know yet. That's literally after years of working. That's all that I don't know. Yeah, I think that there's a lot of misconceptions about it. there's a lot of misconceptions about the Green Party, and that was what I tried to get past in the last election. And unfortunately, that was used as sort of a hammer to bash everybody down. It was, oh look, the Russians are helping. And I'm like, I had no idea. I ran the entire Russian government. When I went to cover this, or interviewed Jill, and I had these debates, I had no idea that I was acting as this massive vehicle that talking about very important issues that were really imperative, that was going to be something that was so scary.
So do we have, I have a question, but I just want to see if anyone has questions or comments or thoughts from the wonderful things they do chat. Any questions or comments from things you've heard? Lee?
I would just like to say I used to enjoy watching RT when they had it on local TV program, the 30 numbers.
Yeah, and then they took, that was
I used to watch Al Jazeera too.
Yeah, and that was the thing, you used to have more voices. And my mom, who lives in a little town in Wisconsin, it was the same thing she had said, is she watched Al Jazeera. She stopped watching MSNBC and started watching more options. Like, she watched more things and started getting more of a perspective. And one of the things about RT is that we're on these, regular antenna channels for a long time. And when they started taking those off, what you had is a lot of very working class and working class poor who cannot afford cable, who had access to an alternative view. And a bunch of people with money decided, I don't want that on my tower. I don't want that there because of somebody.
So if there was a concern that Russia, in this case, since it's RTV, wanted to undermine the democracy of the U.S. more than.
And to me, that's not how freedom of speech works.
How can we access that content now if we don't have cable or whatever? Is there a way to the internet?
Yep, everything is on, like my show, everything is on YouTube. You can see it all through there. Even on the website itself, you can see everything. We post all of our full shows, everything. You can see a lot of the news. And you can break down into what you want. Like we have more conservative.
Engage differently in media and that kind of thing. Do you see folks that might have a concern?
Yeah.
How would you answer or speak to that kind of a concern that, yeah, Russia may not be directly funding you, they may not be telling you what to say, but by making sure that you have the voice, it in fact, which may be good or not good, I'm not judging,
Right.
also then may contribute to this idea that they're influencing in a way that is going to be disruptive.
Yeah, I think there is a sense of, yes, they do want to be disruptive. I think most communities, most people who arguably haven't had a voice on the international stage for the last 1,500 years. Yeah, the idea is to be disruptive. At this point in our society, I think being sweet and lovely and saying, okay, we'll just keep voting for the same people, or it'll be fine. I don't know that that's what we need. We almost need to be a little disruptive.
Well, more meaning Russia being disruptive here, as opposed to there. Like, do they have the same kind of content happening there when people want to oppose Putin and what he's doing?
Oddly enough, yes. In fact, every Russian I've ever met has never had a nice thing to say about Putin. You go to Moscow and people openly in restaurants very loudly talk about the government being wrong. People tweet about it. People have those concerns. People in Russia love to complain about the government.
But how safe is it for media people to complain about it?
Well, I wonder what it is here too, because I've had a lot of, I look at it from both sides.
Red Media.